I am struggling to speak. That's how excited I am to talk about this. Let's talk about Mario Kart World. You know, the new Mario Kart game that just came out with the Switch 2? Hi, my name is Joe, if you didn't know, and if you didn't know, I love Mario Kart. This is probably my favorite game ever. Not necessarily Mario Kart World, just the Mario Kart games in general. Like, I would classify myself as a Mario Kart gamer. I've been playing it for a majority of my life. I've played lots of different versions, different kinds of Mario Karts, etc. I am definitely no stranger to Mario Kart 8. I don't even know how many hours I've put into that thing. On the Switch 1, it says for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that I've played 145 hours or more, but I know I've definitely played more than that. Man, how long is 145 hours? A little over 6 days, so I definitely know it's way higher than that. This is the game that I go to when I feel stressed. This is the game that I go to when I want to have fun. This is the game that I go to when I just want to play a game. Like, when I think of a video game, just blanket statement, I think of Mario Kart. So boy, when I tell you that I heard that this was coming out, I flipped, bro. You don't even know how bad, how hard, how high I flipped. I was going. Call me Simone Biles. But I got this on Friday, I believe, and I have of course been playing it since Friday, and I'm honestly really excited to share with you some of the things that I have discovered, uncovered, my review, especially because I've been seeing so many videos hate on this game, so I kind of want to maybe kind of do the opposite. But also keep in mind, I don't really play a lot of games. Mario Kart's like my main girl. I have this video split up into 3 different main parts: modes, maps, and new things. So if you want to dive in with me, let's start with the different modes. Starting with a mode that I feel like has gotten the most hate, but I personally love: free roam. This mode is so fun. I don't know what people are saying. Why are you saying it's boring? This is so much fun. This is every single thing that I wanted when I was a child. When I played Mario Kart growing up, I would purposefully drive off of the tracks to try and figure out like if there were different roads or like what all was created, if there was any Easter egg shortcuts like that. But of course, you can only go so far or turn around for so long before you're gonna get swooped up and turned around and put back on the track. So this is literally the coolest thing that I could have ever dreamed of getting from a Mario Kart game. Like, what do you mean I can drive from track to track and there's also things in between the tracks? What? I love how everything is so connected. Like, you really can just drive from one track to the next, and there really are things between the tracks. I don't know what people are meaning when they're saying that this mode is boring. Like, what about it is boring? You're driving around in a Mario Kart world. Do you not want to de-stress? Because to be honest, the mode that I've been on the most since having it is definitely the free roam mode. It's so aesthetic. It's so vibes. I love it. Not only can you explore some of the new game mechanics, but you can also just explore the entire world that they've built. And boy, is it packed with detail and fun and precision, in my opinion. Next, let's go to the Grand Prix mode, or the mode that you would go to if you're wanting to play Mario Kart typically. It's the races. And there is a difference here between Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart World. They both have 50cc, 100cc, and 150cc, but Mario Kart 8 also has 200cc and mirror, where Mario Kart World, I'm pretty sure, doesn't. I'm gonna double check. But where Mario Kart World doesn't have those modes in Grand Prix, they have extra like game modes. Oh my gosh, I just unlocked a new level I didn't know existed, and we get Rainbow Road. Bro, you're getting my literal reaction. I just unlocked it. But yes, I am correct. It is either 50, 100, or 150 cc's, just to kind of show you with only one of the cups. That is very exciting. I am so excited to play that. Getting back to this though, I will play that later. Of course, I like the Grand Prix modes. I mean, that's like a chunk of the game, or I guess what a lot of people are thinking of when they think of the game. I really do like that you drive from track to track. You're not stopping at a line every single time and then 1, 2, 3, you're like driving to the next race and it's kind of in this line on the whole map. I don't know, I just like how interconnected it all is, and it's just really fun that way. Next, let's talk out the Knockout Tour mode. This mode is so much more fun than I thought it was going to be initially. To be honest, I'm a little bit afraid of the extra modes. Not that I don't play them or I won't won't play them or I haven't played them, because I definitely have. They're just not what I naturally gravitate towards. I'm not as good at them, and sometimes they can be a little frustrating for me, but that's just for me. But the Knockout Tour mode is great. It's like Grand Prix elevated. I'm pretty sure I'm understanding this correctly. In the Grand Prix mode, you have 4 different locations that you're going to one after the other. They're typically about 3 laps long, but sometimes they're a little more. The Knockout mode, you're going to 6 different locations, and I'm pretty sure it's 6 laps total. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. And it is a very similar thing. You're going from one area to the next area. It's just a longer thing, but also you're racing against everyone that you're with, of course, but it like knocks out players as you go. So like the first lap, you have to be within like the first 16, and then I think like the third lap, you have to be within the next 12, etc. and so on. I think the details might be a little fuzzy. I am new to this game. I have only been playing it for a few days now, and not from sunrise to sunset, okay? I have other things. I am a mother. There is life outside of Mario Kart World, unfortunately. I'm kidding, that was a joke. Mario Kart World is fun and all. Next up for modes is time trials. Mario Kart World definitely stepped it up with this mode. In Mario Kart 8, you just pick whatever character you want, you pick whatever track you want, and you just do it. But for Mario Kart World, you get a little bit more. I mean, very similar thing. You do get to pick your character, you do get to pick the track that you want to do, but you have the option to choose if you want to do a solo race, you want to race against a ghost, you want to view the ghost, you want to view different rankings, and I think there are rankings like around the world, I'm pretty sure. I'm looking at Dino Jungle right now, and you can see different characters, and these aren't my friends. Not that they're like not my friends, I'm just not personally friends with them on the Switch. Sorry about that. I'm typically not a fan of the time trials mode. I just don't need to like do all of that. But it is nice that you have all of the different modes that you want to do, so if you don't want to race against like a super crazy ghost, you don't have to. Sometimes the computers are insane, okay? At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. And the last 2 modes that we have to talk about are the versus race mode and the battle mode. Both again are modes that I don't typically reach for, but I've definitely played them. And they're very similar to Mario Kart 8, to be honest. There are some differences though in the setup aspect. I like though in Mario Kart World that you have the option to pick if you want no teams, or if you want 2 teams, or 3 teams, or 4 teams. Like that's definitely a difference. And the course selection is a little bit different on the Mario Kart World version, but I would say overall these 2 are basically the same. If I am wrong, please let me know in the comments. I have not done a super deep dive into these modes specifically. Alright, we have finished talking about all of the different modes, or at least I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, hope I didn't forget anything. Now let's move on to the different maps. The really fast and simple answer is I like them both. I know that might not be super duper helpful, but I do like them both. I honestly don't know yet if I could pick between the 2 of them. There are pros and cons to both. Of course, I've had Mario Kart 8 for much longer, so I am way more familiar with the maps and how they work and all of the fun things with that. Love that. It's awesome, it's great. But looking at the new maps, it's always exciting to get new maps. It's always exciting to get new races and tracks and things. So of course there's some awesome things as well. Let me look on the map though to see if I have any maps that like really stand out to me. Ooh, I definitely would say Boo Cinema is one that I really enjoy right now. I've always been a fan of the Luigi's Mansion track on Mario Kart 8. I don't even know if it's called that. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'll insert a picture on the screen here so you can kind of like understand what I'm talking about. But Boo Cinema definitely seems like a stand-up in a way. All right, let's find another one. I'm sure I could talk about these for forever. Ooh, another one. I love the sweets themed ones. There's definitely at least one sweets themed one on Mario Kart 8, and there's definitely at least one on Mario Kart World. The Mario Kart World one is called Sky High Sundae, and it is so cute. And I definitely see a little bit of similarities between the 2, but they are definitely their own things as well. All right, let's scroll through. I mean, there's so many fun ones like Shy Guy Bazaar. Did I say that correctly? I don't know. I'm always a fan of a Peach Stadium if we get that, and I'm pretty sure we have that in both as well. Dino Jungle is fun. So is Koopa Troopa Beach, though I might like Peach Beach more. I don't know. I think I'm just going to say undecided, and a special shout out to Moo Moo Meadows. You can't have Nintendo without Moo Moo Meadows. I love how the maps are packaged in this game versus Mario Kart 8. I love that you're driving from one to the next. I feel like I said that in the intro though. I just wanted to reiterate that point though. I do think it is fun to drive from one track to the next. Okay, we've talked about modes, maps, and now let's get into the new things. And I definitely feel like I've talked about some of them, but let's get into some of the other ones. Like the amount of characters that you get. Oh my gosh, are there so many characters now? Sorry again, people are still trying to recover from some sort of mystery illness. And I will say that it is probably a little more challenging to race now because there are so many characters. I'm used to playing Mario Kart 8 where I start driving and I am in a hard long lead. And not that that's not potentially capable in Mario Kart World, I have just not experienced that yet. I mean, it is a new game, so like of course there's going to be a learning aspect to it, but I do think the game does a really good job at like reeling you in if you're getting too far, like, hey, we need to not be doing that right now. And speaking of how many characters there are, oh my gosh, do we have so many different characters that we can play. I'm sure you can potentially imagine what character I typically play as. I play as Mario. What do you mean? That was a joke. I definitely play as Yoshi. And another new thing that I am just loving is that you can unlock different versions of the different characters. So like, of course we have Yoshi, but we also have like food slinger Yoshi, and we also have like a swimming Yoshi and a soft serve Yoshi and an Aristocat Yoshi. There are so many different Yoshis, and I have not even begun to touch all of the different characters yet to unlock all of the different characters, though that is something that I'm adding to my list that I need to start doing. But I can imagine that every single character has a plethora of different character options that they could turn into. How do they turn into the new options? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's with another new feature in the game, food. So as you're driving on, I think just about any of the modes, there will be a food bag icon. Hopefully I can find a picture and insert it. But if you drive through that food bag icon, then you can use it, and sometimes it's just like a boost, but sometimes it turns you into a different kind of Yoshi. It turns you into whatever character you're playing. I usually play as Yoshi, that's why I said Yoshi. That would be wild if you were Princess Peach and then all of a sudden you were Yoshi. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about all of the merch options with the different, oh my gosh, there's so many cool things. Okay, getting back to it. I definitely don't know if I would want or need all of the characters that they gave us, but I'm not mad at it either. I am slightly missing the Animal Crossing characters. I am also an Animal Crossing fan, but I'm not mad about it. I did like the Animal Crossing track as well on Mario Kart 8, but I understand not everything can go to everywhere. Okay, I feel like I've been jumping all around. Let's get back to some other new things. In the game itself, there is new things when you are driving. There are also rails now. And I've also seen some people drive on walls, though I have not personally done that yet. I will be trying though after this video. I feel like it's a 50-50 or maybe a personal preference if you like the rails or not. I'm still pretty undecided on it all. I like that we have a new mechanic to kind of play around with, but I don't necessarily like how much we may have to use it to like win a match, win a game, win a round, whatever you want to call it, because they're definitely everywhere in a lot of places in all of the races. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing it on easy mode so far and it hasn't been too much of an issue. I've been trying to learn how to use them a little more on free roam mode, but I'm definitely not an expert, and I definitely feel like I can see the pros and cons to it. Like, yeah, it might be a little more annoying to some people, but it also might be a little more fun because it's a little more of a new thing. Overall though, this game is a ton of fun. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Why do you think this is boring? And maybe my For You page has just been blasting me with all of the Mario Kart World hate. Maybe there are other people out here that like it as much as I do. Maybe the free roam mode isn't for you, but it's definitely for me. So hopefully that gives you some sort of peace of mind of why they added it. If they didn't add it for you, they definitely added it for me, okay? I can feel special, right? All jokes. I would love your thoughts and opinions though on Mario Kart World if you've had the opportunity to play it yet. Are there any favorite characters or tracks or mechanics or new things in general that you like? And if you like today's video, make sure to give it a like. It definitely helps the channel out. It would probably make Yoshi happy too. Yoshi! And if you like this face, you like this kind of content, maybe consider subscribing. Actually, I don't know if I would say if you like this kind of content because this is my first game review ever. Like I said, I am not a gamer. I'm a gamer, but I'm not like a gamer. Like, my top 3 games are Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, and Fortnite. So I'll leave that information with you. But outside of this one-off game review, I make movie content, I talk about Taylor Swift, I talk about music, I talk about things that I like. I'm really into the Hunger Games. I unbox things, I'm a musician, I don't know what else to say. I'm really into art, I like to paint, I like to crochet, I like to do all sorts of things. I think the only thing that I don't like is to be put in a box. So we are sadly though at the end of today's video. I hope you guys all have a good day and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!